Hello everyone and welcome back to the Novum world. I am so bad with outros. I mean intros. This video is already a disaster. Okay. So, I think I should probably give you guys a little bit of a tour again because a lot has happened and there's been a lot of builds, and a lot of the builds actually haven't shown up a lot in the recordings, and I think they do deserve some recognition. As you can already see, there's already a build for you guys that as well. But one of the builds that was actually made an appearance last episode, I didn't really go over it, I was just kind of there while doing my intro, is the modern home of Taco. So I was here last episode, like I said, but I don't think this place got the recognition it deserves, and this is the first modern home we've had in this world, so I've really liked what he's done. There's already creeper craters, so you know it belongs here. But let's just go in. I'll give you guys a little tour so we can see. We have a nice living room, so that's pretty cool, I guess. I mean, I don't have a living room in my base, so as you can see, most of like the house area of the build doesn't really serve much of a purpose. As you can see, there's like bedrooms and stuff, but there's there's not a lot of the actual Minecraft stuff that you need in a house because it's all downstairs. So as you can see, he's got a storage, he's got enchantment center, his workstations, his map wall. This is the farm, the AFK fish farm over here. That has seen some changes since the last time I was here. This is the beacon room. This is my iron that he's supposed to pay me back in eventually. And the beacon that I actually got, the beacon I got last episode, I actually ended up giving to him. And then we got some unfinished rooms. And then this is the sheep farm that we've been working on. This is the main reason why I wanted to come here this episode. Because he's actually going to open, well, he's already opened a wool shop, which I will show you in just a sec. But this is the farm that's supporting that shop, and we've been working on it just on and off, just for the past few days or so. And yeah, so I would say that's pretty cool. And so that's Taco's base. I will go up and show you a little bit more of the house that I didn't really go over. So there's a pool here, and there's another pool here. So, yeah, cool stuff. Anyway, I'm going to head back to the shopping district now because that is where the majority of the new builds are gonna be. So, this is the panda that Karu built, and it's going to be a shop eventually. And then this is Taco's Rainbow Road. So, it's not just wool. The majority of the stock does consist of wool. But he does also sell concrete powder, concrete, just like color stuff, you know, just color stuff. And there's a second story to this as well. I'm actually super excited to show you guys this next building, which you saw when I opened up the episode. This gigantic, modern/futuristic looking build. This is actually a joint build that I've been doing with Taco, Quinguen, and I. And it's actually going to be the base of operations for the first ever corporation here on Novum. So I haven't really talked about corporations in any of the episodes yet. I don't really talk about the server's economy a lot, which I think I really should because it is a big part of the world. But basically what a corporation is just a joint effort. So Quinguen, Taco, and I are going to combine all our efforts. This isn't going to be like a mall. I did try to explain it to Jonah earlier, and he thought it was going to be a mall. It's not a mall. It's basically, we're going to work together. So we're going to joint own all the shops. So I will own part of that shop. I will own part of that shop, the bottle. And Quinguen and Taco will own part of that restaurant. I will go over it a little bit more when we kind of go over it, I guess. But this building is going to be the base of operations. I'm not sure exactly what its purpose is really going to be. It's not going to be a shop. We're not going to be selling anything out of this building. But it might act as storage for the goods that we sell, or it just might end up being sort of something we can chill in. But I don't know. It's still in its starting phase. I will give you a little bit of a fly around. If I can even take off all this. Oh, okay. So as you can see, we've kind of gone for the circles on this side that are just stacked on top of each other, and I actually really like how that looks. And we're still discussing what we want to do for this side of the building. As you can see, oh no, I don't want to crash. We've kind of gone for a sort of similar thing to the circle, but it's more of like chains. We try to make a sort of helix kind of look, but I'm not sure if that's what you would call that. So that is basically it for the corporate helix office building thingy. You'll probably see more of it when we actually put it to use, or when we actually finish the build. The next thing I want to show you is in the nether. Got a piglin bartering station slash farm kind of thing. It's really basic. Yeah. Clint was here. He got to name the piglins. But it's really basic. You just press this button and then they get gold. And then everything goes in here. It's really basic, and eventually I do plan on building like a really good one, but I don't really think piglin bartering is going to be that effective or useful at this point in the game. But also this new revamped nether hub. So this used to just be netherrack and stone and dirt and just whatever blocks we could put together. But now Penguin and I just turned this entire place into white concrete, and it does look a lot nicer. It doesn't really even look like the nether, honestly. And finally, the long-awaited base reveal. Mega base reveal. It's not finished. The mega base is not even close to being finished. And I do want to talk about why I went so long without showing it. I think I hinted at it in episode like 5 or 6. I was going to show it, and then I never did. And I do want to kind of explain why I did that. The base I've done a lot of work in, actually. Originally it was just planning, but then I actually liked the design I did, and I actually started working on it and recording and stuff. But the thing is, I had such a large backlog of footage. I had like hours upon hours of footage, and it just ended up being too large of a project to really pursue. So I'm not going to show you guys yet. It's right behind me. But I think I know how I'm going to sort of show this base to you guys. Instead of giving you like actual time lapses and build montages like I normally do, this is simply too big of a project for me to be able to edit. And I think it's better if I just give you progress updates every single episode. So every single episode I'll show you what I got done off camera and stuff. And eventually I'll dedicate an entire video to this base. But for now, it's just gonna be this. Okay, I'm just gonna show you guys. Boom. That was not a good angle. Boom. That's what I got so far. I will go over it. So as you can see, there's 4 towers there, 4 towers there, and actually it's going to be the same thing over here. I haven't done this part at all. I have done these. It's just the framework currently. But I mean, I guess it's pretty easy to envision what this will look like when it's done. I am pretty satisfied with what it looks like. But yeah, it's just there's too much footage for me. I know it makes me sound really, really lazy, but there's simply too much footage for me to go through, and the reason why I'm doing it isn't because, well, it is because I don't want to edit the footage, but it's also because editing that footage will take up too much time. It's going to take a lot of time away from the episodes. So the frequency of the episodes are going to be a lot shorter, and it will affect my upload schedule, which, even though it's super inconsistent, is still important to me, and I don't want to mess up that schedule that I have. So yeah, I'm just gonna give you progress updates. I think it's easier for me, like a lot easier. It makes things a lot easier. It shaves off hours upon hours of editing that I no longer have to do. So yeah, so that's gonna be the tour for this episode. And I think I'm going to start doing these a lot more in the episodes, because there's so many builds that end up happening on the server, and they're either built by members who aren't content creators, or they're just simply not shown on camera enough. And I think a lot of the builds do deserve a lot of recognition. I don't think they get enough of that. So I will be doing these tours periodically when I feel like we've accumulated a large number of builds that require recognition. So yeah, and I will give you progress updates on the Helix building as well as the mega base. But yeah, okay, so I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an update on how this Helix building is going. Last night, Taco and I spent hours finishing this up. So we got most of it done. We got the main building structure part of it done, as you can see. And next, the only thing we really have to work on now is just what we're going to put on the top, because it's looking kind of empty here at the top of the building, and we were working on some designs. I recently just took down the thing that we were working on last night because it just ended up looking really bad. So I took it down, and we're just trying to juggle some ideas on what kind of design we want. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, this is some cool terrain. What kind of biome is this? This is definitely a biome, but I don't know what this is. This must be one of the rare ones because, like, as you can see, the grass, it's like a savanna biome, but the grass is super green and the leaves are super green too. This is... no way. Oh, I thought I found someone's... I thought there was a base here or something. Spider spawner. This is cool. I'm glad I stopped here. Okay, I will grab that name tag. This is cool. I'm gonna jot the coords to this down, and maybe one day we can come back and do some cool builds here, because this is some really cool terrain. I mean, look at this. Look at, I don't even like, what are these, hills or something? And then there's just a dungeon right here, and like, you got like the oak trees right next to the savanna trees. The savanna trees are like super green, and we got floating leaves for some reason. Is this like a chunk loading area, or is this an actual biome that just, it looks awesome? I remember back in the Pocket Edition days, we had, these were more frequent, these like hill mountain thingies. But now, in the recent, I mean, they've been super rare for years now. But I mean, look at this. What kind of terrain, what is this? What biome would you call this? Look at all this coarse dirt. Like, this is the coolest. This is some of the coolest. This deserves a screenshot right here. And then, like, I'm not one to be impressed by terrain usually because it's Minecraft, but like, this is some cool stuff. I'm just gonna take a screenshot with the chords. Boop. All right, now it's time to head back. But that, I'm glad I found that. I think I crossed that last week when Taco and I were hunting down for this biome. I crossed that, but I didn't really stop and really take a good look at it. It ended up being a really cool biome. Next up on today's agenda, I am actually discovering that I have a food issue. And I know today's episode is kind of random, I'm just doing random things. But we're back here at the Mega Farm. I wouldn't even call this a Mega Farm anymore when you consider some of the other stuff we built on the server since that very first episode, which was the last time we were here, if you didn't know. But I have a food issue. I'm going to collect the potatoes here and maybe start a potato farm or start some sort of automatic farm, because I have no food and I've eaten all of it, and my farms can't keep up with the amount of food that I've been eating. Hey look, it's the underwater base that we talked about in episode 1 and then never returned to. I still think this is one of my like best looking builds, especially when you're looking at it like over the water. Because once you get the conduit, it's just kind of there. But when the conduit isn't there, you can see like it's sort of illuminated across. This is still one of my favorite builds that I've done, and I can't sprint right now, so I hope I can take off. There we go, we still got it. And there's some random block here. Do you think we can land on it? Here we go. Oh, okay. I still want to eventually do something with this place. As you can see, the inside's all prepped. It's all prepped. I just haven't built it or done anything with it. But as you can see, it does look cool, and I'm stuck down here now. Just gonna have to... I'm so sorry. Like, this is a cool area, right? And I will even admit that. And I feel like I don't say that enough about my builds. I'm not trying to be like cocky or anything, but this is by far one of my favorite builds I've done. And just like being inside, you can just see outside, you know? It's cool. It's a cool build. And I had, the main issue with this build was when I was building it, I didn't really have a purpose for it. and this just ended up being a build that I never ended up using, and I will eventually try to think of a... I can't... There we go. Eventually I will think of a purpose for it, because I have to say this is one of my... I'm proud of this build. But yeah, eventually we're going to have to think of a purpose. I might put some farms inside, or, you know, something. It was supposed to be my base after I moved out of this one, but then we started working on the mega base that I showed you guys earlier in this episode, so that, you know, never really panned out properly. And I'm just walking right now. I'm going to head over to my furnace room and see how much food I have left. Alright, whatever in this chest is all I got left. I got 12 cooked cod. How pathetic. Okay, I'm gonna throw a stack of these potatoes, 2 stacks actually, into here. And I'm going to AFK this farm. That doesn't... Do I have my hoe on me? I don't have my hoe on me. Do I have a hoe in here? Oh, you know what? Okay, seriously, I just need like a stone hoe. Okay, there's no reason I should be looking for my netherite hoe when the stone hoe serves the same purpose and looks just about the same when unenchanted. I really feel like they should have colored the... I should have colored the hoe. I mean, not the... What am I saying? They should have colored netherite a little better, because it just looks so... For the sheer power that you have when wearing it, it doesn't look very powerful in my opinion. I don't know. That just might be my opinion. Okay, I'm just gonna AFK here for a little bit, semi-AFK, and we'll see how many potatoes I get. Okay, so after about 10 seconds of AFKing, I just realized this farm, it's too laggy on realms to be able to use this farm. It's supposed to be extremely quick, but as you can see, it's just really laggy. Okay, and I'm not getting... It's not fast enough. I'm not getting any potatoes. So, this is a project that we might do next episode. I might work on a farm off camera and show you guys next episode. Or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, the food situation is not going to be solved this... Oh my goodness. The skyscraper... The HELIX tower looks so cool. Especially from a distance. Okay, I don't need this anymore. It looks so cool from the... I mean, okay, not that part. But, like... we haven't even finished the roof, okay? The roof is gonna be dope. And it already looks really cool. I really like it. It's finished! And you have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? I'm talking about this. The HELIX tower. At least the exterior. The interior is completely empty, but the exterior of it is done. And from certain angles it looks kind of stupid, but if you look at it from this angle, it looks all right. As you can see, it's been a couple days since the last recording, and I completely missed that. Okay, my reaction time is not impressive. Anyway, yeah, so we're probably gonna be doing the exterior sometime between this episode and next episode. As you can see, it's completely empty except for the first floor. And we also got to work on the elevator, because the bubble elevators are not really reliable. They send you up too fast and you can't stop in time to go on the floor you want. So a lot of internal stuff that needs work, but the exterior, as far as I'm concerned, is pretty much done. I plan on adding a helicopter up here, maybe, because as you can see, it's a helipad. Okay, so yeah, and then I don't know, I might do something here, just because it looks kind of bland and pointless. So I might add something, maybe like it's an energy source or something. I don't know. I'll get it figured out. But that's going to be in store for next episode. But I'm actually going to wrap it up right there. I think that's going to be it for today's episode. If you did enjoy, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe for more videos like this. And I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.